Hello, Andy. Welcome back to Outside Xbox. Look,
If there's something strange,
don't look. We don't want to be
in the
sued by-
neighborhood,
Look, Ray Parker Jr. is going to want to get that money back from Huey Lewis.
who are you
out
gonna
us.
call?
So just stop. All right. This is Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. The song is in the game.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, indeed. Yeah. Look. So we're in the firehouse. Look.
Yeah.
Here's Winston. Winston's
Hey,
here.
oh, I love Winston.
Yeah. Did you see the latest film?
No.
Winston is like a rich hotshot now.
Oh, okay.
So he's
I like his waistcoat.
Yeah, he's bankrolling the whole operation now.
Good.
This is the
I'm glad
firehouse.
Winston did
Look,
alright.
it's the toaster, the dancing toaster from Ghostbusters 2.
Man.
You see, and they've got an arcade machine as well. That does suggest no one's played pool in 30 years if that toaster's still there.
That's true. Oh, is this some kind of training ground?
Yeah, training out in the alley, a bit like the Ghostbusters reboot. This is
Yeah.
Kat. She helps with your gear and things like that. She describes the Proton Pack as retro.
I didn't watch the reboot. Am I going to have watched it to understand this game?
Well, we watched the reboot together, the one with the Paul Feig one or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I watched that one. I didn't
But
watch.
you haven't watched the pre-boot, I guess, the one
Yeah.
where they went back to the previous Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not very good.
Okay.
But anyway, these are our Ghostbusters. So you custom create your own Ghostbuster. You can decide.
Was that
things
you
like-
there with the widow's peak?
No, I'm the boring looking guy. I've got the
Okay.
default thing. This is before I properly customize. So I'm the guy on the right. You can see the little name tags on the thing.
Yeah.
So this is by Ilphonic, who you will remember from Friday the 13th, right? And there's the
Yeah.
ghost. We spotted it already.
All right, well, bust it then.
It's not as easy as just busting it. So
Is there only one ghost?
yes, there is a single ghost.
Okay.
It is 4 versus 1, asymmetric multiplayer.
We're sending out little ghosts at you.
Yeah, so that's one of the abilities of this particular variant of Ghost, is that they can send out little minions which will frighten civilians and,
you've got a
slime you.
PKE meter,
Yes! So the PKA meter is super important for
and you're covered in slime.
working out where the ghost is. Now, if you look up in the top right-hand corner, you can see destroy all rifts, right? So basically, rifts are like spawn points for the ghost.
Okay.
So you can find them in the world. They're hidden in objects, and the ghost can like move them between objects. But look, we've discovered one over here, and if you bust the rifts, you reduce 1 respawn from the ghost. And every time the ghost respawns in a rift, they use up that rift basically. So they've got 3 respawns before they're busted for good. But
So
if
you're limiting their options.
yeah, but if you can find the rifts and destroy them ahead of time, like this, right? Then that reduces one of their respawns, immediately, and you don't have to trap them. They're actually quite tricky to trap. You'll see they can break the tether of so the proton beam is like a sort of tether, and you're trying to drag them towards the trap, right? But it's quite
okay,
tricky. I think
fishing.
he just broke it just before we got him in the trap. The other thing you've got to consider is that, as you can see, my battery's just run out of my trap. So I then have to plug it back into my proton pack to recharge.
And your proton pack seemed like it was overheating as well.
Indeed, yes. You can vent your proton pack as well. Here are the little ghost minions coming. But I'm about to destroy this rift, right? There's only 2... Someone else is destroying one of the other rifts.
Ah, right.
And I'm like
ghost.
Yeah, so here we go. We're working on this rift, which will reduce the ghost's options at this point.
But the ghost can kill you, right?
They can't kill you. They can slime you to slow you down and things. But
Okay.
what they're trying to do is haunt rooms in the building. So up at the top you see building haunt, right? It's at 18% at the moment, but they're going around haunting different items in the...
So that's the win condition for the
Yeah,
ghost.
the win condition for the ghost is haunting the entire building, and that includes like frightening civilians and things like that. What's quite fun is that when you haunt an object, it sort of comes to life. So like if you were to haunt that little sign, that wet floor sign, it would start dancing around, and that then it's distractions and makes you think that the ghost, because the ghost can, a bit like Midnight Ghost Hunt, the ghost can also possess items and run around the place, and that's how it recharges its power. So there's a lot going on, but you pick it up quite quickly, and it's sort of the basic functionality of getting the ghost in the trap is fairly sort of self-explanatory.
Yeah. I see you're being penalised for property damage down there in the bottom.
Yes, yeah, you do lose money for property damage. Property damage is a key part of the Ghostbusters fiction, I think, and it's a key mechanic here. So these
That
civilians
guy's running away.
Yeah, that adds to the building haunting, and you can actually calm
it's like a general
civilians
sort of
down.
fear level.
Exactly, exactly that. So there's no health. You don't like hurt yourself or anything. But look, we've got that third rift is over here. We've discovered where it is.
Can I just say this looks like a really nice brew pub?
Yeah, it looks amazing, doesn't it? The Clock Tower pub. I would happily go for a beer there. So this is the final of the 3 rifts, and if we can get rid of this one...
Oh, right. You're absolutely smoking this ghost.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're smoking the ghost rifts, but it's really tricky to then catch the ghost. And as they sort of build up the haunting, it becomes more tricky. We did get an achievement
Got
for
an achievement.
Swift Rift removers.
Within 5 minutes of the match start. Nice. So now the ghost is... We're in the end game for ghost-wise.
Yeah, so the ghost has only haunted 28% of the building, but we've got rid of all its rifts. So if we can just get it into a trap, then we win the game. But it's really quite tricky to drag them because the ghost is constantly fighting against you, trying to tether it. Look, there you go. One of my teammates is settling that civilian's nerves.
Right, settling her hash.
Yes, indeed.
So those are the only two. The only two win conditions are you catch the ghost or the ghost haunts the entire building.
Yes, correct.
It's not like Friday the 13th. You could escape to the police or you could kill Jason or.
No, currently there are only these two win conditions. I don't know if they'll add more. It feels like one of those games that will be added to as time goes on. But at the moment, it's sort of quite straightforward. But you know, we've only played it for a couple of days, and the game isn't actually out yet. So as people unlock more ghosts and stuff, I think more variables will be introduced into games. So you can see that trolley is possessed and has a ghost in it, and it's gone down the stairs. So
that's fun.
So that's how the ghost recharges its energy to use its specials like spawning the minions or covering you in slime. Those just popped out of it. So I've grabbed it, but I don't have a trap out, and I don't have any friends to help me. So that didn't last.
There's
very
pretty
long.
much no way you could do it solo.
Yeah. So it's not like a damage thing. You're not reducing the ghost's damage. You've just got to get it in the trap. But you're
can it escape? Can it escape the trap as well?
Once it's been sucked into the trap, it is done.
But it's not like it can struggle out of the traps.
No, what it's relying on is still having rifts available, and rifts are quite hard to find actually because you're looking for a PKE reading, and normally it's the ghost. you know. The other thing the ghost can do is sprint. So what it's doing at the moment is sprinting, but it leaves a trail. And that was one of its specials where it sort of throws a load of slime everywhere. If you get properly slimed, you have to sort of get back up. It's like being downed in a battle royale game or something. But your friends can help you up quicker.
I am loving the sound design. There's really chunky proton pack sounds.
Oh, it sounds amazing. Yeah, and it's got all the musical themes from the film as well, so it's really nicely put together. It's a lot.
Yeah, we got a document from the publisher who was like, you can use any of the music in the game except Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters theme, because Ray Parker will claim your video.
He will sue your ass. But yeah, it's tonally it's perfectly on point, but it's also a lot slicker than Friday the 13th was. It feels like just controls wise, it feels a lot slicker. It looks a lot more polished.
It's first person as well, which is different, obviously.
I just headbutted my way through the glass.
That's a real Dan Aykroyd move.
Yeah, it is. Dan Aykroyd's in the game as well.
Great.
So Ray's Occult Bookstore has moved right next to the firehouse, which is convenient.
Young Winder 25 has been slimed.
Yeah, they've been slimed.
They've been slimed super hard.
I'm sort of trying to drag it over here, but it's not really working out.
Yeah.
Go spread the tether. So yeah, they're slimed. They'll have to they can get rid of the slime themselves, but it takes longer than if your buddy picks you up. A bit like when they pick up Peter Venkman in the first film, right?
Yeah.
Bill Murray not involved with this game, as you might imagine. He's very picky.
But yeah, I kind of like how you don't. If you're downed, you're not dead like in Friday the 13th. You can get back up and in it.
Yeah, it's a lot more. I think it's a lot. It's a game with ghosts in it, but it's not very horrifying. It's just kind of fun. Everything's colourful, and when you, in the same way you can customize your Ghostbuster, you can customize your ghost as well. So this is like the default colour for this particular variant of Ghost, but you can change the colour as you level up and unlock things. Cool. So there's a lot of stuff to unlock, and it didn't take me very long to get a kind of a custom Ghostbuster that looked different from other ones I'd seen. So I'm looking forward to seeing how you can, and for example, this is a slime type ghost, like an ectoplast or whatever it's called. This guy's called Winky because he's got lots of eyes.
Okay. Sure.
Not for any other reason.
Yeah.
But
hope not.
The fourth ectoplast ghost that you unlock is one that looks like Slimer, right? So
great.
There are some classic ghost designs in there as well, which is really neat. You can also collect fungus.
How did it just plus 24 to its haunting?
It's doing a good job of haunting while we're mucking about trying to capture it. So
you can reduce the haunt level, right?
No, it goes up. It's all you can do is try and mitigate the effects by calming civilians down, but
but that doesn't reduce it.
No, and if they flee, it adds 5% to the haunt thing, so you really don't want them to run away.
Yeah, I was going to say, that would have been a little tricky for the ghosts to actually win.
Yeah.
But the ghosts are doing super well right now.
Yeah, it's I've had a lot of rounds where the ghost has won.
Has it been sort of quite even, or do you think it's sort of feels unbalanced at the moment?
I feel like the really tough thing is like trying to identify the rifts. Like because when you're running around the place, you can identify rifts with like a PK meter. But obviously the PK meter responds most to the ghost, so it can be really difficult to pass exactly what what you're going after. Normally what will happen is you follow the PK meter and the ghost will be there, right? But look, okay, we've got a couple of traps out.
No!
Oh, it broke the tether. The tether. So you're really, I mean, like, it's really, really tough to drag it around.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is close.
Yeah. 95%. Send that trap out.
Come on. Come on, get in there, you little jerk. Oh,
so you got to pick your traps back up and charge them up again.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
absolute nightmare. 96%.
This brew pub is looking considerably less pleasant
I don't know if I want to go for a
out.
drink here now. A big pint of slime.
But I'm really impressed by it. I'm genuinely like it's a fun game. It feels like at the moment it's quite like straightforward, but I think as people unlock more complex ghosts and you get more kit and they add more to the game, I think it's going to be, it has the chance to be as sort of involving as something like Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
And a bit more understandable.
Oh man, you're so about to lose.
I know. Yeah.
Like,
okay, so it's hit 100% haunting. We've got to bust the ghost now, otherwise we're in real trouble. I just leveled up, so I probably unlocked a bunch of new cosmetics. Yeah, 80 seconds. Get him in.
Oh, yes!
He's going in.
Yes!
He's going in.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
That was close.
That was really
I got
close.
a pull field assist for that. I was helping.
Nice.
There you go.
Look how covered in slime everyone is.
Yeah, everyone's got a sheen to them. You got a real sheen. I love the little ghost cart trolley. It's like, this is our gear. Bring it in a little trolley.
Adorable.
And that cart is actually in the level, and you can go and, I guess, switch out your loadout and things like that.
Oh, nice.
But yes, this is quite early doors stuff. But, you get a load of stats and things about, how you did, whether you were the best tetherer or,
Yeah.
So I had the most tethers, 16, right?
Hey,
so I grabbed hold of it the most times. But other people did rift damage, captures, things like that. So
you were absolutely helping.
So there we go. That is Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. We will be playing it during Hallow stream.
Yeah.
So if you would like to see more of it, including hopefully some from the ghost perspective as well, then
did you
come
get to
back
play as a ghost?
I have not gotten to play a ghost yet. Only in the tutorial. So you can play with bots and things like that as well, which is quite cool.
It's like trying to get in as Jason in front of
Indeed,
yeah, quite hard.
It's a similar thing, yeah. But it's plenty of fun being a Ghostbuster as well. So
yeah. Well, when we're playing, we'll have enough people for a full team, so we can switch around.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that Hallow stream schedule. We will be back next week with Hallow stream. Hope to see you there.
Yeah. Get ready to get spooked, everyone.